Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As always, hope you guys have had an awesome day investing. Hopefully your portfolios did not do what mine did today. You can see I'm in the red, down $124.48. This actually, despite the markets being in the green today, the Dow was up 41 points, 0.22%. Likewise, the S&P 500 was up 0.22%. And the Nasdaq, while not up a lot, was still in the green, up 0.05%. So what happened with my portfolio? Well, it's coming back to this play I made with Portola. As you guys know, I've talked extensively about this. I jumped into this company in August, right before a pretty crucial FDA decision regarding one of their breakthrough drugs. It's an anticoagulant drug. Really no drug on the market that fulfills the role of their drug. So they essentially would have the complete market share on this, monopoly on that particular drug. Unfortunately, because of some bad decisions by upper management in that company, not because the drug was bad, it had great data behind it. Everybody thought this was a slam dunk to be approved, but the officers in that company did not, I guess, were a little bit underprepared for the degree of completeness that the FDA requires in improving a drug. So the drug was not approved. And the FDA really cited manufacturing questions and questions about why this drug was being approved for conditions that had no data behind those, which is, it's a big no-no with the FDA. Data that was actually presented prior to that FDA approval process really mentioned that it would be a great drug to reverse some of the newer anticoagulants that were on the market. And if the upper management would have simply have done that, the drug would have been approved. But anyway, that's another kind of long story. The stock basically tanked after that denial by the FDA. Trended up a bit here. It's trending down again. I thought it might be a good time to jump in and average down my cost on this particular stock. So I went ahead and I put a limit buy in at 20.97. Actually picked those shares up at 20.94, another 48 shares, a little bit over $1,000 to average down my cost. And after I did that, you can see here it trended down again, and that's really representing these new losses here, 113.85 down today. In combination with that particular speculative play, I also bought some Pfizer stock. This was the company that was talked about potentially acquiring Portola, much smaller biotech company, if that drug was approved. Unfortunately, like I said, the drug wasn't approved. Pfizer has had its own difficulties of recent, and this stock has really lost me $220. So along with that Portola, my overall return is actually in the red. If it wasn't because of those two stocks, I'd actually have a nice little return for the year. But unfortunately, with 99 shares of Portola, 50 shares of Pfizer, my overall return is in the red. So yeah, not a great play there. But what I am kind of interested in, this is kind of a totally different topic, but Tesla is going to be having a big announcement tonight. I've been following this stock for quite some time. As you guys know, I don't like to invest in stocks that don't have a dividend yield, but this particular stock is very interesting. It's essentially an electric motor company started by Elon Musk, which has his fingers in almost everything. If you haven't heard about Elon Musk, I would really encourage you to take a look at YouTube. Just type in his name. There's a lot of cool documentaries about him. He originally started PayPal, took some of that money, started a rocket company of all things, SpaceX, and then also Tesla Motors. And he has some pretty cool underlying plans for all of his different companies here. Not really for personal, wealth gain, but more sort of overarching, or actually what I should say is underarching long-term goals. For example, colonizing Mars, really spurring on the energy revolution away from fossil fuels into sustainable energy. So really wasn't about personal gain, or so he says, but more about some of these underlying aspirations he has for humankind as a whole. So he's a very interesting guy. But anyway, Tesla's going to be having a very unique announcement tonight. It's either, I think, going to be something about a heads-up display for its electric cars, and or something with regards to maybe a new version of its Model 3. It's sort of mass-produced, much less expensive electric car. Tesla, like I said, it's electric car energy company, but it's really the forefront of technology. The autopilot software, as well as, like I said, the heads-up display. They also have a few different things with the integrated energy company, solar panels and home batteries, and all sorts of things. They also are building a huge battery factory, actually the largest factory in the world. And when that's completed, it would actually be able to produce more lithium-ion batteries in that factory alone that is currently producing the whole world today. So, very, very big ambitions by Tesla, not only with the battery factory, with the integrated energy solutions and energy company, as well as its electric cars, but also its technology. So, very, very interesting companies. For early adopters, it's made them a ton of money. Over the last few years or so, it's been kind of up and down. A lot of this has to do with delays in some of its products. The Model S was delayed for quite some time, and now the Model 3, they're sort of pushing back the delivery dates, and even new orders now are being pushed back to mid-2018, which will likely get pushed back to 2019. So it's been having some growing pains, if you will, but it's not easy producing automobiles, and Tesla's been finding that out. So very interesting company. I'm going to stay tuned tonight, kind of see what the developments are with Tesla. But this is a company I'm seriously thinking about putting some money into, not only because I like Elon Musk, but I also like the direction of the companies. It's got its hands in a lot of really cool cutting-edge technologies, so it'd be kind of interesting to not only just follow along, but be part of that process as an investor. So kind of what I'm taking a look at. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my overall portfolio today, about my Pfizer Portola. That's continuing to drag my portfolio down, as well as Tesla and their big announcement tonight. So yeah, if you guys have been enjoying my videos, like I always say, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Really helps out the channel out. Excuse me, can't talk there. Really helps the channel out a lot. Like a few videos, thumbs up a few videos, leave a few comments. I really enjoy the discussions I'm having. As you guys know, I'm a new investor, a neophyte investor. Don't have a lot of investing experience, so any advice, any strategies that you guys are using and are working would be greatly appreciated to kind of share that information. So again, a little discussion about Tesla, just an update on my portfolio, and we'll see you guys next video.